Hi, I'm with Councillor Raymond Louie today from the Vision Party. Hi Raymond, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks.
How much has actually changed since 2005? What are you seeing that's different?
Well, council significantly changed since the last election. Obviously, we have a different mayor and a different setup on council. But what's different in our city is that we haven't been taking the action I think is necessary to solve the problems of our city. We've had 3 years of stagnation, and our homelessness count in our city has gone up rather than down, and that's exactly opposite the direction that we should have been going on. If Vision Vancouver would have had the majority, or at least, at the very least, if the MPA majority on council, including Peter Ladner, would have voted in favor of some of Vision's motions, we possibly would have been in a lot better shape than we are today.
What do you think some of the issues were that attributed to homelessness going up?
Well, it's an ongoing issue of affordability in our city, and I don't believe that we've taken significant action to address the issue of affordability in our city. The Homeless Action Plan was in place last term, and there hasn't been action taken by this MPA government in a systematic fashion with targeted dates of implementation for some of those components. And that's what we hope to do as part of the majority next term, is that we'll in fact implement that plan rather than take this haphazard approach that we've seen from the current administration.
Well, obviously when we talk about homelessness, we also have to talk a little bit about crime and addiction and some of the issues that really seem to affect Vancouver greater than most Canadian cities. I'm sure you have some thoughts about that.
Well, we do have a complicated problem in the city of Vancouver, but crime is topical because we are experiencing a large number of crime-related, gang-related crime in our city, and that's why I've been as vocal as I have been over these past 3 years against the MPA's inaction for hiring additional police officers. Rather than hiring officers, they've redirected public funding to this ambassadors program, which is really a private security company to serve only the business districts rather than serving our entire community, and that's, I think, wrong. I think that if your taxpayers' monies, it should be better spent for policing services, which in fact will cover the entire area of our city. Another model might be our CPCs, our community policing centers, which also covers business areas, but also covers the residential component as well. And I think that's a much better model for us to be following rather than this business-only model that the MPA are in favor of.
Our viewers may not quite understand the role of municipal government in regards to crime and safe neighborhoods. Maybe you could touch on that a little bit for our viewers.
Well, sure. Our main process here at the City of Vancouver is the hiring of police officers. We fully fund that component of it, and it's that through our police officers that we implement or make sure that our citizens are adhering to the letter of the law. That's our primary goal. It's a significant component of our overall budget, and it is expensive, but we also know that citizens are willing to pay for those additional officers because they do want a safe community, and that's what we believe is also important for our citizens, that if they're living in our city, they should be able to go out and enjoy their daily lives without the interference of undesirables or people of doing criminal activity.
Well, we're a growing city, and we're going to be growing even more as we edge towards 2010, and I'm sure that you want to touch on the issue of environment.
Well, we have been working very hard on making sure that Vancouver is the greenest city in North America, that we want it to be a leader again, and that's why it's been disappointing from this government to have cut $100,000, actually $200,000 from the sustainability group in the City of Vancouver. Rather than being a leader as we were last term, the MPA have actually shrunk the budget for a sustainability group. And to couple that, they haven't been in favor of a number of cycling initiatives across our city that we've been pushing for. This is not the direction I think that our city should be taking. We should, in fact, taking the forefront on environmental sustainability, and we're hoping to return that with the Vision Vancouver majority.
Maybe you could talk about a few of the initiatives you've worked on since the last time we spoke.
Well, some of the things that I've been very passionate about. Of course, the number one priority is the housing issue in the City of Vancouver, and we've been trying to ensure that the city, in fact, uses its state standards and maintenance bylaw to ensure that slum landlords are held accountable, that people's residences are kept to the highest standards so that they can, in fact, live in some quality of life. The other things that I've worked on. Parking for veterans is an ongoing issue that the MPA has been stalled, but something I think for all ages. I've been working on childcare issues in the City of Vancouver, wanting to expand childcare spaces for our young families so that we have a diversity of population in our city, and the MPA voted against that being implemented. And a senior centre in Southeast Vancouver. So from the very young to the very old, it is the most important election that people will engage in. We deal with everything from fire, police, water, sewer, potholes, garbage, dogs, pretty much the whole gambit. This is something that affects everybody's daily lives. It really is about making sure that you have a government that reflects what you want in your city. And if you don't engage and tell us by voting, then you really have lost your opportunity to influence. We can't afford, I think, another 3 years of inaction. That's what we've seen under the MPA. And Vision Vancouver, under leadership of Gregor Robertson, is bringing leadership, bringing action, and bringing a vision that I think would be very helpful for our city.
Thank you so much, Raymond. It was really nice to see you again.
It's good to see you.
And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.